This is Nancy from Nancy's Garden Soap Co. and I am making a small sample of soap tonight using a small little container, 1 ounce container of pink sugar fragrance oil. And I'm going to be using just this small portion of my loaf mold that I divided up. It's a different video on calculating the how much soap mold to use. And where to place. This is hot glue gunned in, but see that video, I'll try to provide a link for it. So I have my lye here, and my the lye is hot, the oils are cool. I have titanium dioxide mixed up here. Pink sugar I think should be a white soap with pink in it, so I'm going to try making a very light pink right here using a ruby red mica, just a tiny little amount. I'm aiming for like a 1/4 teaspoon maybe, and combine that with some of this radical red neon right here, about the same amount. This should make a reddish color, and then I'm hoping to add the white titanium dioxide to it to make it a light pink color. Now this is actually mixed in water, so I'm going to, obviously oil and water don't mix, so I'll have to just add a little bit of that to this. And swirl a little bit and see if I can get an idea of what color we're going to get. Well, that's kind of funny, isn't it? Let me mix up some titanium dioxide in oil and mix them in. Alright, so I got a tiny little bit of titanium dioxide. I'm going to get my oil and add it to it and hope that they mix. It's not nearly as smooth as when I add water to it. That's better. All right. Much better. All right, let's get working here. Lye water ready. And the oils are here. I'm going to add them to each other and hope that the temperature of the lye water will melt some of my oils for me. And before we get too far, let's add in the titanium dioxide. Right here. This is the one that's in the water. All right. Now, if you notice, this looks a little bit lumpy, so I'm going to add this into here and mix it up before I add my fragrance oil, so that if it starts moving quickly, I'll be in good shape. That's kind of pretty. And it looks pretty smooth too. So I'm going to add the majority of my fragrance oil right here. And the rest over here. Looks a little bit thick. The white is getting a little bit thick here. Not too terrible. A little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't turn brown. And then let's mix this. And we're going to pour this into here from up high. Take the spoon, stir it around a little bit. I'm going to pour some of this into here now. Add some more here. Take this, pour it on top. This is getting nice and tall. I think that the height was just about right with my calculations. Now I'm going to mix this into the pink to make a white and pink layer instead of pink and white like the bottom. Kind of like a reverse in the pot swirl. It smells good. Pink sugar is what we're working with. And I'm hoping it doesn't have vanillin in it, because I didn't add anything to remove browning if it happens. And this is a great way to test out a soap while still getting usable bars. If you don't really like too many of the small ones. I like the flower molds. Okay, that looks pretty good. And tomorrow, let's see, I think I'll do something a little bit texture-like on the top. Not a whole lot of space to work with right there. Maybe I'll dip it through and around, through and around, like so. Get the colors mixy. One thing I didn't anticipate was that it would be difficult to do something fun on the top. So I'll just do some swirls. All right, I'm going to bang this out and clean up a little bit, and I'll see you tomorrow for the unmolding. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So here is the soap from last night. Seemed to do all right. It has a little crack in the middle, which I'm not real happy about, but I'm going to try to peel off my box. Pulling up a little bit at the bottom, but there's the box. Here's a view from this side. And let's see if I can pull off this end piece. All right, and then I'm going to pull off the sides. Let me get my knife. Let's do this at the end because there's no paper down there. Go ahead, take a peek. And let's see if we can get the sides to go. Right. That cracking sound was this one down here coming off. That comes out too, very easily. I ended up not needing this side. I realized that I'd put my paper down this end. So peel off the bottom paper. This is just printer paper. Those of you who watch me regularly know that I use plain old printer paper because it works so well. And for this side, I'm going to push it off. Might have more as we go. But. All right, next we need to cut it. Let me smooth this out a little bit more. Interesting, there's a little bit of orange down here. I think that's from the box. Didn't think about that. So you might want to use put a piece of plastic wrap or something between your soap and the box. Scrape it off real quick. And then let's cut it. I love cutting soap. You love cutting soap? I do. Love seeing the different patterns that I get inside. Here's my soap cutter that my hubby made me. These things here are guitar string tuners. I think they were probably the most expensive part of the whole soap cutter. About $12 a piece for 2 of them, and but it works well. So let's see. This side's pretty straight, so I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm gonna line this side up right here. Go from this way. I don't think you can tell that. So I'm gonna be cutting off a sliver on this end that I just scraped, and then make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. This one I think will be sufficient. There we go. Might trim off both edges. No, a little bit more. We can trim both ends. Ooh. All right, there's the first piece. Oh, I think I see a little bit of glycerin rivers in there. A little bit more light for you guys. Ta-da. Next, we have this one. Oh, I've missed the glycerin rivers. Look at that. Do you see the clear spot? I used a different titanium dioxide. I actually have grown to like those clear transparent spots. They're called glycerin rivers, and they add a certain character to the soap. Some people would say it's a flaw, but I happen to like it. And if you watched the whole video, you saw how I accidentally mixed the glycerin with water and also with oil. That looks really cool. That one I'm going to say is a win, because otherwise this would have been a kind of a little bit boring soap. But there you have it. Much more interesting. All right, I'll fix this little hole by taking a piece of leftover soap, slide it in there, and after these cure a little bit, I'll trim the sides, bevel them, and package them up with shrink wrap and labels, and we'll be good to go. So, all right, I think that's about it. Let's take a look at these guys. Made 5 soaps. They're tall and skinny, like I like them. Dropped my knife on my foot, but I'm okay. Let's line them up here for you. turn that one around so it looks pretty for you. And overall, I'm kind of pleased. I can't smell the pink sugar, but it's probably because my house is full of different kinds of fragrances, and I think this will be a winner. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later. Bye.